Swami Mommy. To explain, the Swami is basically a PhD. It was a title conferred on me by a Sri Swami in Tiruvannamalai, India, the home of the late Ramana Maharshi. It is also there that I picked up this accent, which helps the spiritual seeker and aspirant take me very seriously. The mommy aspect of my title is because I am a female over 40, and so everyone projects their mother onto me. So make the best of it, I say. I am from Los Angeles, which makes me very spiritual, of course. And I'm here to take your calls, take your texts, take your tweets, take Skype calls, and yet, of course, we take bloody credit cards. So, oh, I have a text now. Your husband is having a midlife crisis. Yes, this is what happens in America, but okay, first things. Have you had a latte? No. Okay. Oh, you are lactose intolerant. Okay, well, get a soy latte right now. Okay, you can't have the soy for the estrogen. Okay, go get an almond latte. You are allergic to nuts. Okay, get a rice latte. You're on the autoimmune protocol and you can't have rice. Last chance, go get a coconut latte, like we have in India. Oh, okay, we're going to have to go to the harder stuff. Go get some John Kelly chocolates. This episode sponsored by John Kelly, delicious butterfly-shaped chocolates. I have to first tell you about the midlife crisis. And so the work of the men during the midlife crisis is to bring Uranus back down to Earth, to connect the masculine with the feminine. So the Kundalini rises from the root up to the heart, the more feminine part. Nobody tells them this is what's happening. So they do something easier, not necessarily smarter. They have an affair with someone under 30 who doesn't realize what's happening. They buy a sports car. If that is what's happening, I'd say let him get a sports car. Or they get LASIK eye surgery. But so what is happening? He hasn't worked in 10 months. Okay, so you are at this point, I'm going to guess, feeling abandoned. He's sending the message, I'm done with having this boring thing, women, wife and child. You have children, correct. So yes, whereas women, their midlife crisis only comes, their children become teenagers, they're not the cute little baby, the mother, she starts drinking heavily, or on West Coast, she starts smoking heavily the pot. And yes, so, but then they realize who they are. For the women, it's about who am I, get my voice back, and whoa, I have some freedom. Somebody drive my kid to the mall, I have some freedom. But yeah, less with the affairs. So I have might seem personal question for you. How much do you weigh? I ask because in India, for example, I want you to weigh about 11 stone, which is 70 plus kilo, which is 160 pounds. So because I want you to show I'm upper middle class, I am well fed, I need a rich man, right? To survive in India. You can't weigh less than that. But where do you live? Los Angeles. Okay, so what size are you? Size 8. What? In Los Angeles, you need to be a size 2 or a a size 4. That is it. That's it. No, don't eat. No, do not eat. That is it. 2 or 4. You need to stop eating. Not even maybe one piece of chocolate. Okay, so do you work out of the home? A little bit. Yes, I understand. You have children because you are busy mopping under the couch out your brains back into your head during the time they are in school, right? Yes. So why, this is another question, why isn't he working? Is he unemployable? He wants to follow his dreams. Okay, listen. First of all, that is what he says. That is what he is conscious of. Unconsciously, he's kind of done being the husband and father. We established that. I am sorry. Hopefully the Kundalini will rise. He will bring together heaven and earth. But yes, we all want to follow our dreams, right? Maybe you want to follow my dreams. So what is he on the Myers-Briggs? INFP. That explains so much. INFP is the dreamer. So of course he wants to follow his dreams. And what line of work is he in? Oh, advertising. That is not very spiritual. And you live in LA, so that is difficult. Living in LA and not being in the business. And does he have white-soled shoes? Yes, he does. Are they sneakers? No. Okay, well, so first of all, his shoes aren't quite right. His hair needs to be perfect. He needs to have the kind of job where he has at a school performance and he cannot stay for the performance. He has to get an important call. If he doesn't have that size ego and that importance, and you're in Hollywood, that, you know, who can blame him, really? But here is a solution for you. You go to your mother's house. You get away for a while. That is not an option. Okay, I'm not going to go there. Okay, well, first stop eating. I said that. You have no money for food, right? So perfect. You go to the food bank to get his food, the baby's food. That will send a signal, oh, things are bad, that bad. And another idea, you cut your own hair. That show him every day how bad things are, your bad haircut. But remember, inside you are a goddess, okay? He is lucky to have you. I know I said that we're not going to go there, about you not going to your mother's house, your family's house, but I want to acknowledge that is hard. You are vulnerable. No, not venerable. No, sorry. There are very few venerables on the planet. They have to be very spiritual, not naming names. This is hard. This is the situation many women with children have been in throughout history. They have children, they think it's going well, they don't have their names first, they couldn't own property. In the very last century, in the 1960s and 70s, in Texas, women could not own property. Can you believe it? It's true. Think of a time in your mother's life and or your grandmother's life when she was in the same situation as you, or similar. Because she was a woman, she was in the same situation or similar. You then, although your mother, you have said, is difficult, and that is sad, you empathize with her in this situation. This is part of getting to midlife. You see how your parents had an adult life. The empathy will expand your heart. You will feel full of love. And that is where you need to stay, full of love for yourself. Then you put in one hand the love You remember the DNA of your mother in the one hand and of your father in the other hand, and of your grandparents, because they are alive in your hands, in your DNA. And you put your hands on your heart. You fill yourself with love, because crisis schmeißes. You need to take care of yourself. You get under the covers in your bed. You get into Pavrita Adho Mukha Virasana, which is, you call fetal position. You pick this up. You look at it. You give it a little piece of kale to eat. You watch it eat. It will make you smile. I hope it all works out. I know it will. It will. You come this far. Namaste. Oh, one more quick text. Okay, we have time. Oh, what is my bindi? Thank you so much for asking. I pay very much money in the 4 digits to advertise for this company. Darling, it's Chanel.